recording.
Hello, Internet.
Hi,
Welcome.
Internet.
Welcome to Game.
Intro over.
Good intro.
Intro over.
Can we
That's
get
the
fancy
entire
intro music
video.
and outro music? That
If
would
you
be
can
really
find,
cool.
if you can find some,
I will give an official intro so that we can talk about the game.
yes.
Hello, YouTube. This is Against All Odds 2.0. Session 1, baby. We're gonna try it again from the top, this time with characters who don't want to kill each other.
A normal
Yeah.
intro of the frizz? No way!
No way!
No.
Cruising down water deep. All the ships are exploding.
Cool.
Wahoo!
Alright, so is that everybody? Is Sasha back, or is Sasha just coming in to make the joke?
Sasha is literally going to be missing for 40 minutes.
Yeah,
Bruh.
I do believe they can still hear us. Correct me if I'm wrong later and yell at me and throw me out the window when you're back.
I can hear you the entire time. I'm just cooking.
Nice. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, what are you cooking?
Pasta.
Good.
Ooh, pasta sounds good.
Pasta.
I asked her.
Pasta, more like pasta, because it's just mid.
What?
What?
Like pasta way.
Me after that take.
I will not tolerate this pasta disrespect in my house.
I mean, pasta's
Take 'em out.
okay.
Over
Like,
through
genuinely,
the
I
DM.
don't get why people love pasta the way they do.
I
Pasta's just
love
all
pasta. Oh my god.
I will butter pasta and eat it with butter.
You come
See,
in.
like,
know?
yeah,
I-
buttered
I
pasta is
love
pretty
pasta.
alright. Like, I will eat buttered pasta, but like saying pasta is your favorite meal is kind of weird.
It's one of my
Okay.
favorite meals.
Okay, if you are literally on a low carb diet like me, pasta becomes one of your favorite meals because you can't have it.
Against all odds? No, this is the Julian Get Cancelled podcast.
Yep.
Canceled? I'm not gonna get canceled for a hit take like pasta's just alright.
Pasta is not just alright. That's the thing.
You come
Pasta
in.
is like amazing.
Pasta
Have
is
you?
so yummy.
Okay, this
you
is
ever?
coming from the person who eats just baked potatoes plain.
You know what?
Yeah.
You have a good
No.
point.
I eat baked potatoes
Okay.
with butter. A lot of butter.
So sorry that the base ingredient that you that you add to a potato is so incredibly
Butter makes all the difference.
awe-inspiring.
Exactly.
Anyways,
It's too
terrible
plain.
takes from people with no taste aside.
I have good taste. Shut up.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
you eat baked potatoes with just
Okay.
you eat just plain baked potatoes. What the fuck
With
is
my
wrong with
hands.
you?
Nothing.
What?
Nothing is wrong with me.
With your hands.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that's.
Wait, what are you?
don't even like potatoes, Sketch.
I know,
What
but
are you, a peasant from medieval times? This is
I mean-
2024.
Have you guys never had like a potato and just like when you had like a baked potato with everything on it and you just like eat it? You don't eat it with like a fork and knife. You just eat it.
Oh boy.
I don't
mean,
even
if you
really
do,
like
yeah.
baked potatoes, to be honest.
I mean, that's fine. Baked potatoes are just alright.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Too
Crazy
plain.
take.
If I'm going to eat a potato, I would want it fried.
Well, I mean,
Anyways.
yeah, but
I think that's enough talk about real food. I think we should talk about fictional food, specifically
weird.
fish bread. This
wanna
is the
eat that.
segue
True.
session.
Mhm.
This is
Last
session.
time on Against All Odds.
Technically, last time in Against All Odds, nothing happened because there was no Against All Odds crew. There was just people in the world doing things. So that's what you did. You were people
I
doing
broke out of
things.
prison.
You did.
That
That's
was
fine.
something. That
So-
sounds significant.
Let's
Three of us died.
let's get a little recap of the situation that's going on. So, you guys have all been traveling across the lands, doing your own deeds, and eventually, through some means or another, maybe you found a poster saying looking for help, maybe you got personally assigned to this mission from some force or another, but regardless, you have all found your way to a cabin in the eastern part of the Dawnrights, in the forests on the eastern coast. Whether you've been here for weeks helping out, giving assistance to those who live here, and making them feel comfortable with your presence around, or you've just recently arrived. Either you spent the night for the day, or maybe you just showed up just now, a couple of moments before this moment, or maybe you've been staying for like a week. Who knows? Um, why don't you guys give me a little bit of insight as the bell rings inside the house, calling for a family meeting? I want you guys to go around, and this is officially everyone seeing each other for the first time. As the bell rings, everyone in the building gathers up in the meeting room, like where there's a bunch of couches, chairs, seats in the floor, pillows to sit on. Give us an idea of what your character looks like, what everyone has gotten to know a little bit about you, a couple of like small talk kind of topics to help us get an idea of what your character is like and how long they've been here assisting with the crew. We'll start from top to bottom. So we'll start with Drake's.
Oh my goodness. So Drake's probably has arrived within the past few days. Drake's, if we don't remember from the past, Drake's is a small little Haragon thing. Creamy colored fur, not super long fur, but not super short, so like medium length fur. He's a really strange thing actually. He has like scaly paws and scaled ears and a tail? That's not a rabbit tail. It's like a scaly tail with a little poof of fur at the end. And with him, he brings a cloaked orb, the swirly, purpley, stormy orb that he talks to a lot. Drake's himself, khaki shorts and a cloak. Nothing too fancy. For the most part, Drake's is really just kept to himself. Anything like small talk related, he's I mean outside of like snippets from yapping with the orb, if anything, he may have interacted with. I don't know who he would interact with, honestly, but if anything, I feel like Neri is that the right name?
Yes, yep. That me.
Okay, sweet. If anything, I feel like Neri would know that he's kind of a fugitive and should be in jail. Though he tries not to talk about jail stuff, and I mean outside of that, relatively quiet. Just he's been there for a few days, doing what he can to help out. Yeah.
Very nice. Very nice. Feel like that gave us a good little bit of insight about the mysterious nature of our rabbit lizard person hybrid thing.
And his wife.
And next in the circle is a very interesting looking half elf fellow.
Oh, hello, is that me?
That's you.
That is me. Alright, Neri arrived with Ari, actually, let's say, like about a week ago. Does that work, Ray?
Yeah.
Yeah, alright then. Yeah. Arrived with Ari about a week ago after applying for this and getting brought in with the gang. He hasn't said a whole lot about himself, but those who have been around do know that he's a cleric of Vis, the god of comets and wishes. And also, there's some word going around about him being a veteran of the Holy War as well, but he has not said anything about that. Yes, there he is, a rather short half elf, just a wee bit over 5 feet, not counting the 2 long strands of like odd hair coming from his head that looked more like cosmic strands of like astral dust rather than actual hair. You might have seen him in his dark starry armor a few times, or now he's just wearing like a casual tunic with his little cloak, gloves, and boots and all that. So yep, that's your boy, and he probably hasn't hung around too much yet, been out and about getting like supplies and all that, but he has been rather nice to Drake's for some reason.
Woohoo! Yay!
Wowee.
Wow, that's scary. I'm scared now.
Don't be afraid. I'm
Eh.
sure it's fine.
I'm small and non-threatening. It's okay.
All right. Sasha, are you available to tell us a bit about Red Herring?
Yes.
All right.
As the bell rings, you hear noises from the bathroom. First, like a bit of splashing around, then the sound of someone potentially hitting their head against a faucet, a stream of pain, shuffling with what was probably a shower curtain, until that presumably gets ripped off of the pole. A bit more shuffling around before big ass red fish in a purple cloak comes out of the bathroom sopping wet. Oh, the bell! This must be my cue to go. So long, denizens of this cabin. I shall continue my adventure elsewhere.
And I think Wiley in the center of the room, which for recording sake, I will describe Wiley.
Yes.
Wiley is a deep gnome with white hair and a very stubbled up beard. He stands at about 3'5". He's a little chubby, but he's got some keen looking glasses, and he's dressed rather elegantly. Not as in like rich person clothes, but like he's got what one could consider a nicer set of traveler's clothes, and that's kind of how he keeps himself. And when Red Herring declares that it's time for him to go, the little wizard is gonna go. Wait, what? What? You're leaving? I thought you were. I thought you were gonna help.
Oh yes, last night I did say I was a wandering hero / adventurer, didn't I? I guess this is something I must stick with. I'm sure the upstream's just around the corner, but I guess I can wait a little longer.
I mean, we'll pay you.
I do enjoy a good money.
Great. I guess have a seat.
I suppose.
Can you put a towel down first? You're
No.
soaking wet. Please.
I refuse.
No. Okay.
It might
All right,
take
where
the
do you sit?
moisture. I take a lap around the table to figure out where I want to sit, getting water all over the floor.
So
Before
to
just
give you an
sitting-
idea of like places you could sit, there's like a couple of dinner chairs that have been pulled up that are like all right. They've got like some cushions on the bottom that would soak up the water. There's a couple seats on the floor with like bean bags or like mats where people like sit in soldier sit. And there are 2 very expensive looking couches.
Oh no.
Rehd is gonna like try a couple of the wooden chairs around the table to get them all nice and wet and be like, no, this isn't it. No, this one makes my tail cramp. Ooh, those couches look comfortable. Belly flops onto one. Oh, this is the stuff.
Wiley just kind of like stares, and he feels the dread of that 500 gold couch slowly get ruined by a fish out of water.
Watcha!
Now, give us a little bit of an idea of what everyone has got to know you as over this past week that you've been hanging out.
Well, every single person has heard about a different family member from Rehd, all from wildly different professions. He has said when he first got here that he was a wandering hero adventurer, looking for the legendary upstream, and that his travels have brought him to this place simply just for a place to rest while he tries to make a little bit more coin. But he's been like slightly strange. Every time you see him, he's doing something with water, typically getting his head wet. And he's just like kind of wishy-washy. Like he'll make a promise and then not show up. It's like, oh yes, I'll definitely help you cook that pie. Doesn't show up. Oh, sorry, I was getting water from the well.
So we've got ourselves a little bit of a what is the word? A flake.
No, he's a fish.
I'm Uncle Rehd.
Obviously, you've never heard of fish flakes.
Oh, yes, that'll do it.
Very
Washa.
nice. We've gotten a little bit of insight into the great and mysterious red herring.
He falls
Next,
asleep on the couch.
next is probably someone who very much does not like the fish. Not necessarily because maybe they don't like their personality, but in the very specific circumstance that they're soaking wet, and cats
Oh,
are
yeah, no,
notoriously hated with water.
Personality-wise, this guy seems pretty nice. Water-wise, you're getting her all wet. This one is getting wet. Please don't. But yes, Ari did come in with Neri, and you said what, we've been there a week?
About a week or so, yes.
Yeah, about a week. And yeah, she's going to be very personable to just about everyone. The only person that she'll probably avoid out of some like odd instinct, but not like maliciously, would be Ellia whenever she gets here. I don't know, she's just something about her seems a little not untrustworthy, but unusual.
Smells funny.
And as for Drake's, she's probably going to immediately recognize him and just kind of run up and go, "Oh, you're the one that robbed her.
Yeah.
This one remembers you."
Oh, oh, I, I have no idea what you were talking about.
She can smell your lies.
It's the new cologne I purchased with my gold, and he holds up his hand like he's holding something, but there is in fact nothing in that hand.
There is actually a bottle that you are holding. It's called Scent of Lier. But most people think it's spelled liar.
Yeah, I got it. I got it. I got it.
Caught red-handed.
Hey, isn't that guy sleeping? Yeah,
Hmm.
it's the new it's new release scent.
Would you like to give us
Smells.
a description of how Ari looks?
Ari looks like a 6-foot tall cat woman with sandy tan fur, with the markings on her face that are this time you cannot say they're not canon this time.
Not canon. Didn't laugh.
Literally been here since the beginning now.
Gonna wash them off.
Wait a minute, these come off with water.
And also maybe a bit of fur that's messed up on her forehead. Wonder how that happened.
Hmm.
But yes, with her long red hair and a loose braid, dressed up in rather typical druid garb, not armored. Obviously likes wearing light-fitting clothing so that she can move around very easily.
Very nice. Very nice. And lastly, there was one more. Someone who probably has a bit of a record by this point. Seems to have developed a little bit of a name for herself. Good-spirited, but not always helpful. A certain
Yeah.
strange human?
Yeah, in fact, Ellia is going to be very fashionably late. Because let's just say she may have gotten lost. She's still trying to get used to the new position she was recently assigned, but she'll make it regardless. You're just gonna, like, once everyone's gathered and a couple minutes pass, and you're like, where the hell is she? You see uh, what looks like an elf burst through the door, just trying and shouting, I'm here, I'm sorry, I think I took the wrong turn, then stuff happened, I'm here, I'm here. And yeah, this figure looks to be a teenager, probably around 15, 16, has dark, bushy hair, very notably pointed ears, and golden eyes, clad in a green coat like robe, and just completely out of breath, just literally throws herself down, like wherever there's room. And yeah, she hasn't been here for the most part for the last couple of days. She might have been there at the beginning of the week, but had to leave to go to her new position as a scout, which unfortunately she got lost on the way back for probably not the best at this, but you know what? She's learning. And you've all probably heard rumors, especially how when she first came here, she was hired as a bit of a housekeep, but she finished her job quick due to magic. So she decided to put her skills on other use, such as trying to make a new security system, which unfortunately had her scolded multiple times. The first time being when she almost tried to cast fireball for any strangers that came in, and the second time when she tried to train her familiar to essentially throw bricks at people. And after being told no for both, her most recent mischievous is essentially giving her dog a spell storing ring and sending him out there to cast hypnotic pattern on any strangers that come out. Not the best welcome. So they basically just tried to get her out the house. And unfortunately, this is where she is. Not the best scout either. Go figure.
Yes, indeed. So, officially, with everyone here together, laying eyes on each other maybe for the first or the 100th time at this point, you've all been called here. A very special meeting. Some of you may know the purpose of why you were called here, and some of you may not. But regardless, it does not matter the knowledge of of the circumstance. For in the center of the room stands Wiley. He stands up on the coffee table in the center of the room, and he says, "Well, everyone, I'm glad you could make it. Ellia, just have a seat anywhere, and we'll get ourselves situated, okay?"
Yeah, sure. Where is there an open seat right now?
There's probably a couple seats on the floor, in some chairs, and I don't think anybody's taken all of the couch seats. Granted, there's a fish taking up an entire one.
Oh, I don't mind. I'll take a side spot on the sofa. I don't mind with that.
All right. You sit with the fish, or do you sit on the not wet one?
On the fish.
I'll sit on the fish.
You
Nice.
sit on the fish.
Rehd breathes like the uncle you know from Thanksgiving.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't see you there. I'm exhausted right now. I'm so sorry.
He gives you one of those.
And she's gonna literally just throw herself onto the arm of one of the chair of the sofas instead, so she doesn't actually crush him.
Very nice. So Wiley kind of gestures around and he says, "Everyone, I'm very glad that you could make it. Today officially begins the grand project that me and everyone here have dedicated years of time and effort into planning and putting together. So, as I believe all of you know, we are the Terra Resurrection Project. Officially, all of us, everyone in this room, whether you've been here for years or whether you've been here for a couple of days, we are moving our project forward officially. And with those of you who have just recently joined us, today you will be going forth and begin the process of building the portal that we will need to be able to cross the dimensions and get to the primordial planes. With getting to the primordial planes, we will be able to bring back true essence. And with true essence, we will be able to control the elements in their most pure forms, that we can revive the planet without the help of the gods. And that is what you are here for.
Whoa! Nobody told me you guys were terrorists.
Dum, bum,
I
bum,
don't think that's what the word means.
Yeah. Neri will bonk you on the head with the back of his pike.
Everyone take 1d6 psychic damage. Except for Rehd.
Oh my
Never.
god.
Rehd does not take the damage because he made the joke.
Yeah, that's some psychic damage.
Am I wrong or am I wrong?
Oh my god.
All right. Hee puns.
I hate my life.
What a great start. What a great start to this game. All right.
Neri
Now-
Yeah.
Ellia are both like,
Yeah.
Ari and Drake's are just like, ha, puns.
Yeah, funny. Gee. Okay, there we go. Yeah.
So Wiley is going to kind of gesture around the room, and on the outskirts of the room or sitting in chairs are different characters that he's going to address. And he's going to kind of just go around the circle. He's going to say, "This over here," and he points to a goblin gentleman who seems to be covered in all sorts of soot, dust, different kinds of burns, scars, all sorts of different things. He's wearing goggles and an engineer's outfit with an apron overlaced. He seems like he was in the middle of work before he got called aside. And he says, "This is Bardrag. He is the one that will be in charge of making sure that you guys know where to go. As well as if you find any historical artifacts, he could probably restore them to their previous glory.
Hmm.
He's going to point to a Goliath gentleman who seems to be in a more relaxed state, wearing a very light red tank top and I guess it's not really cargo shorts because cargo shorts don't really exist. But it's like the closest thing you get to cargo shorts in fucking mixed fantasy futuristic kind of bullshit world. And he's gonna say, "This is Drake. He is our scout. If you ever need to know something about a place, we can send him ahead and he can find out anything for you." Next, he's going to point to a dwarvish gentleman with a long brown beard and a very combed back head of hair that goes all the way down to his waist, who sits there with a very grumbled expression, hiding away in a corner. And he says, "That over there, that sourpuss, is Lorik. If you need any means to try and get money, he's probably the best guy you need to speak to. He's the one that who brings in the contracts. So if you need a job, talk to him." Next is an elven lady, Drow, who kind of hides away in the on the banister to the kitchen. She's wearing very regal clothing that kind of stands out. It almost looks like she is set and ready to go have a discussion with someone of high importance. So her name is Yumine. And she says, if you need to speak with someone about public relations or try and get in contact with someone who might be able to get things, Yumine over there is probably your best bet. And lastly, he's going to gesture to a mere human dressed in very standard clothing. He's kind of got gear as if he's kind of like a plain white collared shirt, striped pants, a couple of bangles on his arms, some necklaces, and a tool belt wrapped around his waist. And he says, "That over there is Arthur. He's in charge of making sure magic items work. If you come across any magic items that need repair, or maybe have some hidden potential, anything like that, he might be able to help you. Or maybe you come across something you don't know what it's doing, he could probably figure it out." And I myself, Wiley's going to gesture to himself and say, "I am the one who put this all together. And you, five," he gestures to each of you, "are, what is a good word? You are the catalyst. You are the ball we are setting onto the hill to roll. You are the first line. And with you, we will save the planet." Any questions?
I know I'm a bit on the chunkier side, but calling me a ball is ridiculous.
Oh, sorry, you're right. That was probably an inappropriate metaphor. You are our you are our spark to a campfire. And as your flames grow, you will be our forest fire.
I don't know if we want
kind of
to.
sinister.
Now Arya's gonna raise a hand. I don't know if I like that one either. I mean, you know, some forest fires are good, but like.
Okay.
I know what you're trying to say. You said you're trying to start a chain reaction, right?
Yeah. That's a great word to use. And not offensive. He kind of looks around at everyone as if trying to make sure. He kind of like nods at everybody, be like, "Not offensive, right?"
Arya's just smiling because she knows exactly what she did.
Yep. Neri just smiles innocently, gives a thumbs up.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. So if that, and then like Bardrak raises his hand and says, "No, shut up. It's not offensive. Bardrak kind of slowly lowers his hand. Okay. So, questions.
I guess.
Yeah, I didn't know this was like a long-term thing. I got places to be.
Yeah.
You didn't?
No.
Well, they're just,
But
You said you were like you like we gave you this whole spiel just yesterday, like we're big adventure, save the planet. You kind of had like the whole discussion.
yeah, like, travel around the world, face immense violence, probably lose a
right.
limb. The
I was
usual.
definitely listening to you then.
That's good. It'd be weird if you weren't listening.
Yeah.
Right? It would be so strange. Why wouldn't I listen?
Don't they tell that to us every day? That's what I hear.
And I know I'm a wandering hero adventurer, but I don't know if I can dedicate myself to one adventure.
I mean, when the adventure's over, you can go do another adventure. I don't know.
But there might be people that need me during this adventure.
And so we help them along the way, easy peasy.
But we need you during this adventure. We are the people that need you.
Oh, I'm nobody special, just a wandering hero adventurer. That's no big deal.
You're talking fish. You don't see that every day.
You don't?
You do,
Yep.
actually.
I see it every hour.
With every second.
Literally, the Triton exist on this continent, and they're everywhere.
I'm a talking
That's
cat.
crazy.
I once met a talking
crazy.
fish named Genesis. They were really annoying.
Too
What?
soon.
Shush, Genesis might not have been born or has been gone for a while yet. We haven't decided.
I don't know why, but that name sends
Corn,
shivers.
I already told you when she was born.
You're over defending the joke.
I already told you when she was born. She's already been born. She's already existed.
Yep.
Oh, that's crazy. I wasn't aware of that. Cool.
I literally told you about this. Second war. Anyways, doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Oh,
So, I guess, you really gotta go?
No.
You sounded like you were going to explode there.
Yeah. May I roll insight against this situation? Like, what's going through Red's mind right now?
That's between you guys.
Roll insight, I dare
Yeah.
you.
I guess I will roll insight. That's a 21.
Fuck you.
Thanks. Yeah.
He just seems like he generally didn't think about it until just now.
Yeah.
All right, you've twisted my neck. That's the term.
Isn't the phrase supposed to be twisted my arm?
You've twisted my fins.
You've twisted my ankle, and now I can't run. I feel like I'm indentured.
I will put my all into this.
Wait, just like that. You seem like you're not too sure if you actually want to be here.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was just a lapse of doubt. You know, when you have a big adventure in front of you, and you kind of just get the nerves. Like, can I really do this? Is this something that's possible? Just those last second doubts. But no, it's over. I'm clear of that. I'm good. I'm ready for adventure.
And you're sure? Like,
Yes.
you just seemed ready to
Mhm.
leave like 5 seconds ago.
Oh, I'm all set. Adventure!
Mhm.
All right, I have no reason to doubt that because your deception is really high.
What?
This one is very confused right now.
It
What
really?
are you talking
There's
about?
no.
Deception?
Don't worry about it. You didn't hear anything. Now, I now call it a little crazy, and I know, and I know, like I'm kind of like, I mean, this is a little out of my element. I mean, what I pictured, getting a big old group of adventurers who, are capable of fighting horrible monstrosities and venturing to lairs unknown by most creatures. You'd have a lot more questions about the
Yeah.
dangers going forth. But you guys seem pretty relaxed about the situation. Are you guys sure you don't have any questions at
Yeah,
all?
Oh
I
shit, there's another
actually,
train.
I had a few actually. I was just waiting for Rehd to get done with this brief existential crisis. Felt like that needed some space, you know?
Probably do. I probably do, but out of character, Corin really needs to go to the bathroom and can't think of said questions right now, and I'm stuck in a
Go,
car.
Oh boy.
never mind. You're stuck in a car. I was gonna say go fucking pee. Then we can take a little break. But if
Oh
you're
boy.
stuck in a
No.
car,
Yes, anyways, I guess first question is what's our first order of business as a group? Where should we be going? What should we be doing with our first few steps?
so there is an underground lair, deep within the Underdark, far to the west, that was originally theorized to have held a portal capable of going to any dimension with a flick of a switch. Now, this was in a time far before the gods cursed interdimensional travel. But if what we believe is true, then we think that we may be able to reprogram the portal to be able to allow us to travel without any of the risk of falling in the in-between. And the in-between, I'm going to go ahead and give you guys this as like a free history check. Actually, you know what? No, this is a great time to make a history check. Let's make a
Sure.
history check.
Oh shit.
Let's
History.
Can
reward
I
those
do
people
it
who
with
took history.
advantage?
Let's
Can I do it with advantage due to my background, Julian?
In between what?
In between.
Why would you have advantage on the in between?
Because this is what I would have probably studied during my time in the Feywilds, because I've been through portals a couple times now.
The in between didn't exist until the
Yeah.
God War.
Yeah. Could I also
Would you have been studying during the God War?
How long ago was the God War?
about
Like I said, 32 years.
yeah, it's about 33, give or take.
And granted,
yeah,
your
it was
time in the Feywilds was a
Well,
lot faster than
yeah.
modern actual time. So
All right, but yes, my pitch for why I should have advantage. I am an astral cleric. Darius probably knows about like the astral plane, ethereal plane at least, stuff like that. And your boy lived through the Holy War. He was probably there for the moment of wait, why portal no work? Why people disappear? And like that whole process of figuring out what was going on. Even if he wasn't like at the forefront of the research. Probably would have had some privy knowledge as a leader.
I feel like that. See, it's kind of tough because like it's not about knowing other realms, it's about the specific study of whether or not you understand why and how.
Yeah.
Because the in between did not exist until it literally was not a thing that people could even comprehend existing. I'm gonna say
I have a sister who went to the in-between once. She said it was a wild experience.
I'm gonna say you can make it with a +5, but not advantage.
Fair enough. So that'll be 14.
14. Okay. Very nice. Okay. So if you did not get let's say a 13, then you would not know this information. So Rehd, Corin, and
Who's scoring?
Neri.
In between what?
Yeah, what that one said. In between what?
Up to you for those of you who rolled 2s.
What?
If you would like to know that the in-between is a thing, that's up to you. It's entirely possible that you wouldn't, because not everybody, does interdimensional travel. So
He probably wouldn't know, unless jail. But I mean, the jail. I mean, yeah,
Jail.
no, I don't think Drax would know. All he knows is jail and run and jail.
all right. So Ellia, Neri, and Rehd. So you guys are familiar with the in-between. The in-between is a state of seemingly a tear between different realms. Because when one travels between realms, there's typically kind of like a pocket where one kind of gets used to the energies before they actually appear. When going to the astral, you go from this state of like being physical to feeling more ethereal, turning into a ghost type of feeling. Or if you go to the Feywilds or coming out of, experience one of you had very recently, you go from that mystical kind of like joyous, like almost unreal feeling to be feeling very physical, very down to earth. So this in between is a state between those transitions, that feeling. And when you get stuck in it, you basically get stuck in this, like this almost wound between all of them, and kind of get stuck in all of their energies, unable to pull yourself one way, and find yourself falling into a abyss where the magic has kind of torn itself to bits. You are unable to proceed the way. Imagine almost like this. There is a bridge that you walk across to get to every single plane, and someone has broken the bridge in parts. And if you don't successfully jump those bridges, you fall. Ellia, you rolled pretty high. And not only that, but you have a mentor that has found a means to get through these gaps and is able to cross through without any difficulties. Whether he's told you how to do this or not, probably not, because he's a pretty selfish prick. You do understand a good bit that there are, in fact, ways to get around the in-between, and that it is not very common knowledge for as to how, but it's definitely doable. Because while you may not know how he does it, you know that he has done it.
Yep.
It is a mystery that eludes wizards, even of the most powerful arcane. And not everyone can seemingly stitch this in between very easily. So with a portal that would be able to completely piece together the pieces of these destroyed bridges is something that people have not seen in over 100 years.
And I assume as well, like, if you get stuck in the in-between, you don't come back, generally.
There are legends of people who come back, and people who claim to have come back from the in-between, whether you believe them is up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very rare that anyone ever says that they've come back from the in-between. Most people go in and you never hear from them again.
Yeah, that'll do it. It's not a good place to be all around. Yes, I guess core objective is to get to that stronghold in the Underdark and find and investigate that portal.
Ah, yes. Our core objective, to find the upstream.
The what?
Huh?
The what?
I said what you said.
You said find the upstream, whatever that is.
No, I said underground fortress.
I don't-
Drax is gonna lean over to Frey, who's I guess she's kind of just floating there. He's gonna go, I think this guy's crazy. He's gonna lean back and sit around the how he's sitting.
Everybody kind of sees Drake's kind of whisper to the floating orb beside him, and the orb kind of turns and looks at Drake's, and although nobody else hears it, Drake's, you hear, man, that's rich coming from you.
Rehd is gonna turn to the lamp beside the couch, like, I think the rabbit's crazy.
Red herring, despite the fact that no one else can hear it, you can't either. Whatever the lamp said, you can't hear.
Mm.
And Neri's like quietly like glancing to Ari now and then, like, what have we gotten into?
This one has no idea. But it can't be worse than
last week, yeah.
Oh my god,
What?
there's another fucking train.
Oh wow.
What'd you say, Neri?
Yeah, can't be worse than last week, I think.
Yeah.
All right, I guess second question: how do we get to this Underdark place?
Down.
Well, that's a little bit of the tough part. There are plenty of entrances to the Underdark. Some that would probably get you fairly close to where you need to go. But the underground lab and many of the Underdark cities were destroyed long ago in a terrible earthquake. So, luck? And he says with a smile.
Yeah. Fair enough, I suppose. And you said it's to the east, generally?
West.
Yes, west.
Yeah. The ideal place that we'd get you to start is to the northwest, yeah.
Yeah, I see we have a map or something. What is northwest of where we are right now?
Well, let's see. If we're here, and he kind of like slowly brings out a map from his back pocket and kind of rolls it out on the table that he's been standing on. He jumps down and he points at the far right, in between the forests, the swamps, and the plains, and he says, "We're about right here. You'd be going all the way over here." And he drags his finger to almost the entire other side of the continent and stops a little bit before the west coast, probably about like 50 miles out. He stops and he points his finger, taps it a couple times, and says, "You'd probably be heading about right here." And it seems to be populated like almost dead center in just the middle of the plains. He says, that would probably be where you're headed. There's a couple entrances there. There was a factory, or not a factory, a laboratory down there a long time ago. It was kind of a big deal back in the day, but now it's not really much of anything.
Yeah. Would I be able to roll history to recall anything about this wacky laboratory?
Yeah, let's see if you
Yes.
roll a little bit of history sauce to see if you can figure it
Yes.
out.
That's a natural 20.
Holy fuck.
Might have been there before
Okay.
now.
Yeah. Oh man. You know what? I happen to know just everything about that factory.
Oh yeah,
crazy.
Or factory
obviously.
laboratory. Why do I keep saying factory?
Yeah, I mean, you know everything about it, obviously.
All right. So you would know that this laboratory was a gnomish origin laboratory.
Mm-hmm.
So it was controlled mainly by deep gnomes, and is part of a organization that was entirely dedicated to allowing people to get easier access to the planes without the use of like wizards.
Mm-hmm.
That's not exactly all they did, but according to the project he's kind of speaking about, that's kind of the area he's trying to get you to head.
Yeah.
And this particular laboratory was focused on mainly like, I guess you describe it as like vehicles, transportation, all sorts of things like that. Ways to get people from one place to another very easy.
Mm-hmm.
So with a idea of that, you'd probably be heading to the. God, hold on. I gotta look up words.
Natural 20 these nuts.
Natural 20 these nuts.
I didn't think I'd hear those words.
Making you get more notes. Take that.
Yeah, for real. Wow, thank you, Latin, for being so cool. You'd know this lab as the Ars Vehiculum Laboratory, literally dedicated to entirely making modes of transport.
Mm-hmm.
It's very large, because there were a lot of vehicles running through this area, trying to figure out how to get them to run roads, fly, teleport, all sorts of stuff. So the place he's actually sending you is not only big because of the fact that you're probably going to have to sort through multiple instances, you're probably also going to have to sort through multiple laboratories to look for this portal.
Yeah. Don't mind me, it's putting stuff in my notes. There we go. Yeah, I think I might have felt that quake back during the war. Actually, I wasn't there. We were stationed a few miles north of it, but can't forget something like that.
I suppose that's fair.
Yeah.
Probably also ran into a bit of bandits handling it too.
Yep.
It's not uncommon for people to try and steal stuff from the Underdark still.
Mm-hmm.
Try and make a cheap, try and make quick a buck, trying to sell blueprints that they find.
Yeah. Most people don't come back from what I've heard unless they're actually capable.
That's kind of the hope when we heard you guys were capable, is that you'll come back alive.
Yep.
Please.
I've faced worse than anything that could be down there.
Well, I have to take your word for it. Is that all you got? Can I answer anything else for you?
That's it for me personally for now. Does anyone else
Would you
have
like
any?
a slice of fish bread?
What?
No. No.
What?
No fish bread.
What is fish
I'm
bread?
so confused. What's wrong
I
with
mean,
the fish bread?
you threw out my old loaf, but I can always make another.
No. Stop.
What?
Stop
What's
making
the
fish bread.
What's the fish bread?
What is
It's
No,
an old
don't-
family recipe.
No, don't entertain him. He just wastes precious meat.
Me?
I-
The old family method to shortcut bread.
No, it's not. It's not a shortcut. It's just a waste of perfectly good meat.
I'm so confused.
It's
What
bread.
I want to know more about this fish bread.
I think
And
I
he's
know.
gonna,
No.
he's gonna lean over. He's gonna lean in. You keep talking about that fish bread.
Well, I
I
can't
gotta
tell
learn this
you. It's a
recipe.
secret it's a secret recipe from the
Man!
family. I can't just tell you it. I'd have to make it.
Did make sense?
It's just raw meat and flour.
That's,
Sounds good to me.
that
No,
doesn't
it's not. It's just raw meat.
Why bother with the flour?
It's bread.
It's kind of.
It's
No.
bread.
I mean, if you include
No.
flour, then it's bread.
No, it's not.
Well,
Can somebody back me up here? And like the others around the room just kind of go like, I mean, it's. I mean, I guess it is bread. It's got flour,
No.
and
It's
some
not flour.
and some of them are like, no, it's not. It's just meat, and the other ones are like, I don't know, it's pretty good, and the other ones are like, it's good. It's raw meat.
You know, bread rises, and this is sure getting a rise out of you. Washa, washa.
Can I try one?
Oh no.
No,
May I
I mean,
try
it
one?
sounds pretty.
No.
It sounds pretty damn good.
Why
I would
not?
also like to try some.
Yeah, I want to take a bite.
no, Relmain, and then like an Arrow Cochrane comes in, who's wearing like chainmail. And he kind of steps in and is like, "What's up, boss? If the fish goes to touch the meat, don't let him." What do you? I'm sorry. I think I missed some context. What's going on? He's trying to make fish bread again. What's fish bread? God damn it! Just don't let him touch meat. You got it, boss. And Relmain just goes to the kitchen.
All right, so making
Make a
sure this
perception
one's
check.
got it right. We are making a portal to this in between. Yes.
We're trying to
No.
avoid winding up in
We're trying.
there.
We are trying to get as far away from the in between as possible. We don't want to go anywhere near it.
That makes way more sense.
Yeah, the in between is a place where if you fall in, you can't get out.
Mhm.
So you definitely want to fall in.
Yeah.
You
What?
want to fall in?
What?
All right. So like, as a quick, less horrifying analogy, you got outside the house here. You know, we had the hallway that we walked through to get into this little meeting room here, right? Imagine you walk into the house and then suddenly the doors to the entrance and exit vanish while you're in the hallway and you're just stuck there. You can't break down the walls, you can't escape, you're just in limbo, basically.
Ugh.
I heard Limbo's a fun prison game where you lower the stick and see if you can bend backwards to go under the stick.
What?
It's like when you leap into the air when swimming upstream and a big bird grabs you.
What?
Ah,
That one lost me.
yeah, that one's even more confusing than playing Limbo.
Yeah.
Why are we playing Limbo?
I don't know.
Drake from the corner is just like, I'm pretty confused about the whole thing. I didn't get any analogy.
I mean, we can use my staff if you want to play Limbo. It's long enough.
Oh, that sounds like so much fun. You guys want to play some Limbo, and then maybe we could play some Uno after we play some Limbo.
You have Uno?
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah,
fun. I
I
don't know
have
what any of them
Uno.
are. That sounds cool.
Guys, you can play Limbo after. Right now, we're discussing the future of the planet.
Really?
Oh,
I don't
yeah, the
have
planet.
Uno. I don't have Uno. I have the oldest
You-
Explorers pack known to man.
Oh god.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so where do we begin with this?
Yeah, just heading west and northish to hopefully find the old laboratory where the portal might be is our first step, I guess.
I might be able to help out. I've been scouting around that area in the past week. Granted, I've been getting lost, but I'm somewhat more familiar.
You got that far in a week? You got that?
No, it's also that I was sending my dog out to scout for me, so I could see through his eyes.
Dog.
Dog?
Roll a navigation check to see if you ever found your way even remotely close to the area.
What the fuck is a navigation check?
Navigator's tools plus survival.
Do you have
I
either
got
of those?
I just roll straight survival.
Oh,
Great,
no.
then roll survival.
So a 0 plus survival.
15.
15. You went in the right direction, but you didn't make it.
Yeah, I know the general direction. That's it.
That's good then. Alright. And I guess another further question from me. Is there any like easy way we'd be able to keep in contact with you? Like I have a sending spell in case of emergencies or if we need you guys to do anything and all that, but is there any more convenient way we'd be able to keep in touch while we're at far distances?
Arthur's actually going to be the
Yeah.
one to speak up from that point. And he is going to kind of walk up to you and say, actually, I just made these. And he sets a coin in your hand. The coin has, it's not like a super fancy coin. It's just like, seems to be like made out of brass. And it's got a picture of like a castle. No like descript castle, just kind of like a stereotypical castle on one side. The other side is just a couple of scriptures in a language. What languages do you read?
I have Elvish, Common, and Deep Speech.
And what?
Deep Speech, as you do.
Deep speech?
Yeah.
I definitely did not expect that one. All right. No, you can't. Yeah, you can't read what it says.
Yeah.
Would I be able to read it? Even though I only know Draconic, would I be able to read it?
No.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wait, can you repeat what language it was in?
We don't
My
know.
headphones cut out so I can hear that.
We don't know. We're going around asking what languages.
Yeah, just post your languages, and if you speak it, I'll tell you.
Hang on, what are my languages?
That's mine.
Yeah.
Nope. Nope.
I didn't put my languages in here. Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I probably can't though.
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure Ari just knows Common and like Celestial.
I can speak fish.
Alright, so we have Celestial and Fish in addition to
What the
the
fuck
language.
did you just say to me?
I'm sorry.
I
thought that was a
assume by
compliment.
fish. I assume by fish you mean Aquian, and did still no.
Yeah. Not
So
Celestial.
no one can read it.
Yeah.
That cat was just so racist right now. You don't understand.
I thought it was
I
a
don't-
compliment.
Why
Yeah,
don't we
just
ask
Common
Arthur
and
what it says?
Celestial.
But Arthur's gonna say, with that coin, so long as you and the other person are holding it, you'll send a direct message to whoever is holding it in their hand. So if you send that and somebody's holding it, we'll hear exactly what you want us to hear.
Is there any limit on like how many words or how many like a sending spell or how many times a day you could use it?
I mean, I've tested it pretty far, and it kind of goes. The only limit is that if it's not touching skin, you can't hear it.
All right. I will add that to my
Only
inventory.
downside I found. But the good news is that we've got plenty of them. So
That sounds like something I could do already as well. That's actually interesting.
Yep, I will pocket that coin.
Oh yeah, Ellia, you would also probably have one of these coins already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, do we all get one?
I have. Let's see. I have one. Ellia has one. I've got 1, 2, 3 more to spare. Oh wait, that's not enough for all of you. Yeah, well, here you can have the rest, and I'll make you another one sometime. And he hands you 3 other coins.
I mean, I could let someone use mine for now. Like I said, I can do something similar on my own. Granted, it's very only one way, but I could do it and make do with it for now.
Oh wait, my math's not good. 1, 2, 3. You have 1. Ellie has 1. Oh wait, no, that's enough for all of you. Yay!
You
Oh,
have
okay,
it.
perfect.
Even I get a coin?
Yes. Don't eat it.
Why would I do that?
I don't know. Felt like you might turn it into like
Drax
fish
is staring at the
crackers or something.
coin and
Clearly
nibbling
not
on it a little
food.
bit.
Are you stupid?
Never mind. Drax is not nibbling on the coin.
Yeah.
Said that entirely unaware to your whole thing. It's clearly not food. Are you stupid?
Yeah.
No, I'm not stupid. He's gonna
Huh?
wipe the coin off on his shorts and put it in his pocket.
Why would you be stupid? You're a rabbit.
Yeah. What?
What?
I would hope I'm not
You're being
stupid.
smart.
All right, gang.
Are you saying rabbits
he's gonna
aren't
twitch his
smart?
nose.
back to
I
questions,
know. I
gang.
just
Back to questions.
oh yeah, those.
To be fair, I am asking questions, just not the right ones.
Exactly.
Well,
Here's a question: when do we leave?
And what's the deal with airline food?
I suppose whenever you guys are ready. I mean, I figured you guys might want to take some time to, get used to the area, maybe get yourself acquainted.
All right,
Use
let's
the phone
go.
when
Head
you-
towards the door.
Okay.
If you guys want to get acquainted with the area, I know the area pretty well. I can show you around.
Yeah, I'd be down for a little walk.
I was
Future walk
just
sound
going to
fun.
ask if there are any supplies for us.
Mm-hmm.
We could part with some supplies. We were thinking about getting you some gold to get you started. Maybe you guys could run to a local town and pick out what you want. Because we don't have everything, especially for adventurers like you. We don't even know what you need.
Yeah.
What do you guys get?
Food.
I actually have a nice little shopping list here of stuff I was planning on stocking up on. I need a new helmet. I busted my old one about a week ago. It's a long story. Gotta get Missile some new armor. Yeah, she grew out of her old one. Some more general like navigation supplies, like a compass, like thinking about grappling hook, some rope could be nice. And he's just gonna keep going.
I could
He
probably use a new
kind of just lists off everything in the possible buy table.
Yeah.
It's like a precautionary. It's just like, yeah, I could use this barrel. Either I could use it to support supplies in, or I could use it as a trap and maybe roll it down a hill and trip somebody.
Yeah. Ooh, new
Ooh,
shield.
that
I could
sounds
use
cool. I would love
a
that.
new pair of pants.
Yeah, good idea.
wear
Back
pants?
to clothes.
No.
Oh.
I have shorts.
Oh yeah, me too.
Well, I suppose. I guess that sounds like a great idea. Let me show you the nearest town. And he kind of pulls the map aside and he kind of marks an X on. Actually, he's gonna mark. He's gonna mark 3 different.
They were going to part with supplies.
If you want, if you name some supplies and they have it, they'll give it to you.
No, yes, they're giving us money to go buy supplies.
Have
Yeah,
I
he's
been
gonna
to
give
this
you
town?
money, and if you guys want supplies, he can give you some. But he's saying maybe you guys could just go buy what you want.
Have I been to this town, by the way? I'm just curious.
Up to you if you have or not.
Okay, because I was gonna say I have, and I want to say, yeah. Oh, that one's really close. I was just there a few weeks ago.
Oh yeah, then what's the name of it?
What's the name of it?
Your mother. Which town are you
I
talking about?
I haven't even said them yet, Corin.
How
You just
long
jumped the gun.
does it
Your
take,
mother.
How long does it take to walk there, Ellia?
Oh, I didn't know. I flew there.
I'm sorry, what?
How long
You
does it
can
take to fly there, Ellia?
1 second.
Hold on, let them dig this hole.
I don't feel like doing math.
Okay, so he's gonna write down 3 locations for towns. 2 of them you guys are already familiar with. Well, one of them you didn't really go to the other one yet, but you know its name.
Wow.
So he's gonna write down 3 names. He's gonna write down New Hope, Greenhorn, and Ship's Haven.
Ooh.
And he's gonna say, so New Hope is it's a little bit of a strange town. It's entirely dedicated to blacksmithing, like 100% all in blacksmithing. Couldn't tell you why, but they've got this whole thing. They've got a hell forge over there, so they're able to make the old artifact like weapons. So if you guys wanted any of those enchanted flame weapons or anything like that, you probably
They can make
them.
that a mantine armor?
Yeah,
And kobold
they
armor?
can.
And mithril armor with a hellforge?
Yeah, indeed.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they just slayed Skeletron Prime. It was pretty crazy.
Actually, you have to do the wall of flesh first.
They did that too. They've got a hole straight to hell. Obviously, they have a hell forge.
Well, they have an elevator? I wonder if that can get us to the Underdark.
So yeah, that's what New Hope's all about. If you want to go to Greenhorn, they're like a hunting town. So they probably have some good supplies if you were, going about, need some like traps or something. And Ship's Haven is a little bit of a trading town. They kind of, despite the fact that it's in the swampy area, they seem to actually, get some trade from boats around the world. So you might actually find some unique stuff there if you wanted to go check that out. So those are probably the 3 closest towns if you wanted to go check those out.
Boats.
If not, you can always just venture off into the wilds and do your own thing and see where you go. I mean, I trust you guys to do whatever you want.
You're putting a bit too much trust in strangers.
Rehd puts a wet hand on the map. Boats.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Boats.
So
Like
true.
like a child.
Boats.
Mm,
Hunting.
I'm
I
good with
mean-
whatever.
Yeah, the ship town seems like it'd be the best for like general supplies and all that. We could always start there and head to the others if we need extra stuff.
And just as a note, the ship town is probably the one that is
Yeah.
the farthest.
Yeah,
How long's the walk?
we could walk.
Greenhorn is probably the closest, and New Hope is in the middle.
Yeah.
That's not
But
the question I
also,
asked.
New Hope is in the direction of the fucking portal.
Yeah.
That's not the question I asked. I asked how long is the walk?
How long is the walk? To Greenhorn, about 6 hours. To New Hope, about 8. And to God, I just wrote his name down. Ship's Haven. It's probably about that one's probably about like 13 hours.
That's not too bad.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So New Hope is the one closest to Porto, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about
they're all about blacksmithing.
Yeah, and what about the towns that are closest to the lab or the Underdark place that they were talking
That
about?
would be New Hope.
Yeah. The
Oh.
lab is around where the portal is.
New Hope is
okay.
in the direction of the lab.
Yeah.
Okay.
To give you a little bit of an idea, because I can't really show this off well.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I have the roll 20. Why don't I draw you guys a little picture real quick?
Yeah, we could really use like a map sometime.
No.
Yeah. So here is like the western wall. So you guys are like right here.
Not.
Greenhorn is down this way. This is Greenhorn.
Mm.
You know what? I'm gonna make Greenhorn green for
Yeah.
Greenhorn. All right, so this right here, Greenhorn. This right here, New Hope.
Mm-hmm.
And this up here, Ship's Haven. And the
Okay.
lab is really far over this way.
Whoa.
Jesus Christ,
Yeah.
calm down.
Could always go like bap, bap, bap.
Is that Shrek?
Yeah, I think
Or
that
bap.
sounds good.
A bear? What is that?
Which blue line came first?
Oh, don't worry about that. That's just a red herring.
So we are at our goal. So we can go bap,
Uncle Herring.
bap, bap.
Yeah, I would be good with that.
Oh. Okay.
Could always stop at Greenhorn if we want as well.
Very nice. Yeah, why don't you go pay a visit to your old friend?
Yep. There's also a
Ego.
giant sea monster in the ocean as we see depicted on the map. We should be very careful.
Oh, no, don't worry about that. That's just a red herring.
Fair enough.
All right. Well, if you guys have a course set, then just let me know when you guys are ready to shovel off. But as of right now, feel free to mingle about. I'm gonna say that you guys get off topic again, and Wiley's just like, "All right, fuck this," and he kind of just like settles down and says, "Thank you guys for helping us. Super excited." And then he kind of mills off. And before he runs off, he's gonna say, "Lorik, pay them." And the old dwarf is gonna waddle over, and he's gonna hand Drax a bag of 500 gold.
He's gonna hold it in his hands. He's gonna look around and go, yeah. Hey, I think this is a really bad idea to let me take care of the money.
He immediately picks it up and hands it over to Ari.
Oh, well,
no.
I was gonna do that, but okay.
She does not want it.
I'll take it.
She finds the idea of needing to trade useless coins very stupid.
Rehd goes ahead and takes the bag out of your hands.
He's not. He immediately moves his hand away from you.
Yeah,
Says no.
I could hold on to
Anyone
it
but
for a
you.
bit. I could put it in the pocket dimension for a little.
He's gonna hand it to Ellia.
Yeah.
But now you
And-
give it to a teenager.
And what you see is Ellia's gonna flick her wrist and it completely disappears. Mechanically, I'm using wrist pocket to store it away.
She deleted it.
Oh man.
No, I just stored it away for a bit.
It's gone forever.
Oh. Drax is gonna hold his cover his eyes with his hands, and you can see his nose twitching.
And Nary on the other hand.
Rehd puts an arm around Drax's shoulders, sobbing.
Wait, what?
Oh,
I'm throwing it back.
I can't believe the money's gone.
Not the
No, I could bring it back.
Yeah, meanwhile, Nary actually like leans out a little bit like once you make it disappear. Would I be able to roll Arcana to try and like get a sense for what kind of magic this is?
Yeah, roll Arcana.
Yippee!
Ooh, Ari would like to attempt this.
50.
Roll Arcana. 15, 14. Yeah, you guys are well aware that this is the spell Wrist Pocket.
Yeah.
It's a cantrip level spell, so very, very common, especially amongst thieves.
Yeah.
Rehd's crying is very realistic.
Yeah, that is a good old Noonamancy spell, if I recall.
That is correct.
Yeah. Ha. Not every day I find a fellow Dunamancer.
Due to what?
Oh, you're also
Yeah.
a Dunamancer? That's so
But-
cool.
Yeah, I lean more into the graviturgy end of things with the powers my deity gives me, but I have respect for all forms of it.
Yeah. That's so cool. I tried learning a bit of that, but it's just it wasn't like something I was that interested, so I learned some other stuff instead.
Neat, you'll have to show me later. And I can show you some of mine.
Sure.
Very good.
And she's just gonna smile.
Mm-hmm.
I think I should get packing before we leave. We're gonna be gone for a long time, right?
Yeah, though you did say something about going for a walk, seeing the area a bit.
Okay, is there
Yeah.
are we gonna be doing it all by foot? Could we get a carriage or anything? Or I mean, I don't mind walking, but it seems awfully long to just do it just by foot.
Yeah, honestly, I was really hoping we could get like a wagon or carriage. I actually had someone who could help pull it, perhaps. She's outside. Also, I heard you have a dog. Can I pet your dog right now?
Oh, sure. Give me one moment. And actually, give me 10. And
Oh.
she's just gonna she's gonna go take out her spell book, sulk in a corner. Okay, not actually sulk, but sit in the corner and
Corin,
just
your dog is permanent unless you dispel it.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I thought it's 1 hour.
I'm not gonna make you dispel your familiar.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. In that case, I'm gonna go
Dog.
call him. Come in.
Unless it
come in,
dies, you
Bucha.
can have it.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, yeah, I just want to double check. Come here, Bucha. Come here.
I'm going to dispel your familiar.
No.
So you see a golden dog with a blue bandana kind of like bolt into the room, and it immediately jumps, and it is itty bitty. It's very much like puppy, but like big dog puppy and like mid grown. So it jumps up and it like jumps onto Ellia's legs, and it causes her to like wobble a little bit. But he just gives her a big old smile and his tail's a wagging. And he's doing like the little paw print pats where he's like, I want attention, give me love.
Doggy.
Good boy. Good boy. This is Kombucha. He's my familiar. I call him Bucha.
I love him.
He's cute.
I
Good
love
boy.
So cute and mildly scary.
And there you will.
Drake's just sheer terror as he
All
sits
right.
there and eyes the dog.
And
Rehd is behind Drax.
So, if you guys would like, you can make a nature check.
Okay. I don't know what I'm making a nature check for, but I'm sure making it. That sure is a dog.
That is a dog. That's a fucking dog if you've ever seen it.
That's a good boy if I've ever seen one.
Rehd, that's a dog. At least you're pretty sure it's a dog.
Actually, you might not be sure.
No, it's a 5. It's a 5. You're pretty sure it's a dog. It could be worse. Like you're not like
That's a
you're,
cat.
You're all yeah.
He summoned a hellhound.
No.
With an 18 and a 21, I'd say you guys get these. So you kind of notice, like you're looking around at this dog, and you're kind of like eyeing around, and you see that its ears are a little elongated, a little strangely. It's got a strange spine pattern. Its tail has a little poof at the end, like a lion. It's not exactly normal. And that's when it hits you that this is not just an average normal dog. This is, in fact, a blink dog.
A what dog?
A blink dog.
Blink, blink.
Ooh.
If you don't know what a blink dog is a dog that can teleport.
Bucha's not an average dog that no one understands.
Mary does not know, but he's petting this dog with everything he has.
Magic
He
dog.
is eating it up. He
Yeah.
absolutely adores it. He's absolutely eating the absolute shit out of these pets.
Yeah.
That is not what kombucha looks like, but that is what a blink dog looks like.
Where's this at?
Little silence of
Silence
death.
of death.
Oh,
That
oh my
is a
God.
big.
Yeah, no, that's what he would look like if he grew up.
If he threw up.
Grew up.
Well,
was a big
that's
boy.
that's like stereotypical blink dog.
Hey,
That
guys.
he can still look like a golden retriever, but also be blink dog.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, imagine there's like different breeds of blink dog as well.
Yeah, I'd say it's very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah, just be careful sometimes. Sometimes he gets so excited he blinks around.
Eh.
Magic dog.
Oh, not lovely.
You
Don't worry,
you
he doesn't
see
bite.
you see the dog, and his eyes are like glowing, and like not in a sense like, oh, this dog is really excited. Like, no, that dog's eyes are actually glowing.
Mm. Magic
Oh,
dog familiar then.
And as you give it one more good scratch, it goes, and it disappears.
Oh, there it goes.
Oh, that happens sometimes.
What?
Drax is going to shriek and probably start, I don't know, getting somewhere up high to avoid dog.
Why are you so scared? He doesn't bite.
What is the closest thing? I need to. Where am I?
All right, so he's gonna teleport north. So wait, that's actually really funny.
Oh,
He
no.
teleports right behind Drake's.
Teleports behind you. Nothing
The Drax is
personal.
going to
Teleports behind you.
peer over his
So Drake's, there is
shoulder.
now a dog that is slightly smaller than you, right behind you.
Drake's eyes get huge, like massive huge, and he's going to first shriek, throw his head from like side to side before he just like bolts. Probably I guess into the kitchen and up onto a table that is high and it stays up there. So he does not get near dog.
So you have made the worst mistake possible ever with a puppy
Oh
dog.
no.
Is that you
Uh-oh.
ran.
Yeah, yep.
That's
And
chasing.
so
Yeah.
the puppy is going to immediately chase after you, thinking that this is a game. And when you get up onto the table, it's going to, again, right next to you,
Yeah.
and try and tackle you and give you lickies and huggies and petties.
Drake's is going to like shriek. Like I would imitate a shriek, but my throat is sore and gross. And I
Yeah.
cannot believe I'm going to do this. But Drake's is going to scream at oh, wait, what's the name? I almost said Genesis. What's the name?
Bucha.
Ellia. Drake's is going to scream at Ellia and go oh my gosh. I don't even want to say it anymore. You know what? Never mind. He's just going to exactly. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the bit anyway. He's gonna shriek at Ellia. Get your fucking dog, bitch.
No, he don't bite. He doesn't bite. Don't worry. No, he doesn't.
Bucha is an average dog.
Drake's is going to struggle and wiggle under the dog.
Always giving him chance. Scout pup.
Ellia, do
Gloom and doom
you have a
in
ball?
the woods is broken instantly by his magical little nose that smells every threat. Cause in
I'm sorry, I can't
reality,
hear.
he is her blink dog, average blink dog.
Well said. Do you have like
What
a
was your
ball
question?
or a stick for him?
Oh, he plays with anything. Sometimes I just throw a bunch of random stuff at him, like this. And then she is literally, what's the nearest utensil?
The nearest utensil?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very strange question to ask.
It's a sword.
a knife.
It's a spork.
Please.
The answer is spork.
I don't
Okay,
really think there'd be like utensils around. So like
All
if
right,
you
if there's
went
no utensils,
if you went
she's
into
gonna
the
literally.
kitchen, the nearest utensil would probably be something like a spatula or a wick that they'd use to fucking mix food. Like, it wouldn't be like knives, spoons, or forks out right now.
All right, if there's no utensils, because I thought we were like semi near the kitchen, she's just gonna take out a dagger and throw it like it's a fucking stick. See?
I mean, yeah, you are near the kitchen, but like dinner's not set. They don't leave forks and knives out.
That's fair. I'm just gonna take out my dagger and throw it then.
Holy shit!
What?
Why? Are you trying to get the dog's attention with the knife?
No, like I'm not gonna throw it like throwing dagger knives. Like hold it on the side and just toss it like a stick.
That's still stupid.
Exactly.
We'll see if it's more entranced by the stick than the
rabbit.
than the screaming rabbit who it thinks is playing a game. I guess roll animal handling with disadvantage.
Please get him off me.
Because you didn't even try to be like, "Hey, boy, look!" You just threw it. So
yeah, I don't know how to manage that.
Let's roll his or not passive perception. Let's fucking I don't know what this would be. I guess he's just gonna roll fucking interest. And if he rolls lower, then he'll change interest. Wow, that was really close. He rolled a 15.
So it'd be like a willpower roll.
Yeah.
Willpower roll. I don't know. I mean, maybe. But he rolled a 15, so I'm going to say he hears the clatter of something interesting. So he turns his head, and the rabbit gets a chance to get away, and he kind of looks over and sees the knife, and he kind of walls over, picks it up in his mouth. And then immediately the instinct of his training kicks in. He goes, teleports. And above you in the cabinet now, Ellia, is a dog with a knife who drops it at you.
Good boy.
Yeah, well, I guess I'm gonna go over to Drake's though, make sure he's good.
So I imagine that there's some sort of banister thing that Drake's has clobbered up and is like he's essentially acting like a cat, he's like climbed up high and he's clinging to this this wood like for dear life.
The dog is preoccupied now. It's safe to come down.
I don't want to come down. And you can see like in his tail, like he's trembling.
You could stay on my shoulders if you want.
I'm gonna stay up here. Yeah, I like it up here. There's no dog up here.
Getting chased by the dog couldn't have been any worse than getting chased by me.
Mary gives you a long look. Sorry.
It couldn't have been any worse
also gonna
than
look over his shoulder at Ari.
It couldn't have been any worse than the time I was chased by a dragon.
What?
You were chased by a dragon?
Yes. It was
What
a
did the dragon
life-threatening
look like?
experience.
What did the dragon look like?
He was like blue and watery.
Flush him down the turlet.
Whoa.
Yeah, good times, good times.
I'll protect you from...
I survived by losing him in the lake.
Oh, crazy. Yeah, I'll protect you from the scary puppy now, don't worry. I know I'm not that tall, but I'm taller than him.
The dog just kind of like waddles over and sits and looks up at Drake while its tail wags across like a brush on the floor.
Yeah, I see. He's very scary, can't you tell?
Drake's is gonna scoot up further on the whatever he the post that he is on, and he's still peering over his shoulder, staring down at the dog.
You should probably take kombucha somewhere. You guys can play fetch outside or something.
Okay, Lucha, go outside for a bit. I'll be out there in a bit, okay?
Go for walkies.
I bet that dog thinks it's a better predator than I am.
He's a puppy, so he absolutely does.
Roll insight on the dog to see if it thinks it's a better predator.
Absolutely.
With a 24, Ari, you can tell there's not a single thought in that dog's eyes.
He's standing by what you
look
said.
at that, Rehd, you look at that dog and you think it's a better liar than you ever were. You think that it has a story that it's been telling for years that it has established, and it makes you feel inferior how good of a liar it is.
That dog is the biggest threat to mankind I've ever seen. He's playing He's playing the longest con.
What are you talking
That's
about?
a
This is my
fear.
friend.
That's the most fearsome predator I've ever met.
I'm right here.
Who are you?
No?
Just an apex predator.
Oh, right, you're the hairy fish.
What?
You're
This
hairy.
one's not a fish. This one doesn't even look like a fish. She looks
breath-
nothing like a fish.
Your breath smells like fish.
Because I eat fish.
So do fish. So you're a fish.
Does that mean everyone who eats fish is a fish?
Well, yes.
This does not sound right.
What do you know? You're a fish.
She
Not a
wishes-
thing.
Here, you want to get some swimming practice in?
No, no, no. Keep her away from the water.
That sounds fun. I don't think I've swam in a long time. Maybe you should teach me how to swim.
There's a river around here.
I think so. I know there's a lake.
Puts greasy hands on map. River.
Oh, you're looking for a river?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, if we're heading to the ship town, then there's gonna be a whole ocean
Yeah,
there.
you're literally heading to the coast if you're heading to
Well,
the East County. So
yes,
there'll be a giant fucking ocean.
Yeah.
I want water now.
There's a lake outside.
Ooh. You probably follow the trail of water, lake, stream, whatever, to the ocean instead of the path.
There's not a river connected to the lake. It's just a lake.
Well, it's not how lakes work.
It's a pond.
Yeah.
That
That
was,
works.
I like that sudden break of just, that's not how lakes work.
Yeah.
What else would we need? Because, oh yeah, the carriage. Are we going to be able to get a wagon or carriage? So, since it seems like it's going to be a long walk.
Hopefully at
This one doesn't mind long walks, but
Yeah.
it's a very long walk.
Mhm.
I'm sure it's no problem.
Yeah.
Come, fairy girl, the pond awaits.
I'll meet you guys outside in a bit. I'm gonna make sure Drax is okay.
Okay, I'm going to go speak with some of the people here, see if I could get us a wagon.
Oh.
Oh.
Train moment.
Oh.
What are we owing at?
Rehd wanders outside, was expecting the fairy to come with them because that's what she said a moment ago, but she changed her mind.
As you do. Yeah, where's Ari going?
It's gone.
Is it
Okay,
is-
so
is- yeah,
at this point, Drake's
Yeah.
has clobbered down
yeah.
the post, probably leaving gouges in the wood from his claws, and he's now sitting next to the floating orb
Mhm.
once again.
Yeah.
Does the orb have anything to say about what just happened?
The orb is judging you, obviously.
In
Well,
the corner,
yeah.
in the corner, you can see fucking what are names? Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I was down to Tootsie Roll at a really bad time.
Nice. The orb was eating the Tootsie Roll from the kitchen. Don't
Yeah,
ask
bro.
how.
But God, Tootsie Rolls are so hard to eat. In the corner, you say Drake and Bardrak exchanging gold with each other, where Bardrak just received 5 gold from Drake, and you can hear Drake saying, "God damn it! I really thought he'd go onto the ceiling this time. No, I told you, the dog wouldn't do it. The dog wouldn't teleport up there. Damn. All right." And Frey kind of floats over and is like, "What? Are you okay?"
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of dogs. And he's curled up in the little
Yeah.
fetal position,
Yeah.
rocking back and forth.
Yeah, Neri's sitting next to you, looking rather concerned. Like, I'll keep the scary puppy away from you. Don't worry. We all have our own little weird fears. Like, I am
Yeah.
horrible in enclosed spaces personally. Like, you put me in a tiny bag or something. I don't know. Like, I would be acting the same way as you are right now. I know the feeling.
I just don't understand. You have killed monsters, and
Yeah.
a puppy scares you?
Yes, the puppy scares me. And he's gonna tighten his ball up and throw the hood over his head so his ears like flop forward out of the hood,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just his nose is doing the little wiggly thing, and he's twitching his fingers and still rocking.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. The next time the dog bothers you, I'll just kill it, okay?
Maybe you shouldn't do that. I don't think that's smart.
Who are you talking
We
to?
can't.
Why not?
Talking to?
He's gonna look towards Neri and Ari, and then back at the orb, and then back at Neri and Ari, and go, can't you not hear the talking orb? And he's gonna point back towards Frey and shrug, and then look back at her and go, "No, we don't.
The orb turns as if turning to look at you, Neri and Ari, and it stares at you, and you see nothing but a purple storm colliding within the orb. And aside from that, you see nothing. You hear nothing. Nothing happens. It's just a ball.
Yeah. It turned to look at
orb.
Is it like a sending stone or telepathy kind of thing? That might be why.
I don't know. She just talks to me.
Is she nice? Who is she?
She's pretty nice. She's Frey. I saved her when I And he's gonna look at Neri
Mhm.
and look at Ari, and then look back at the orb, and then continue his conversation. I broke her out of prison one time.
Oh.
She's
I
broken
could
me out of
kill
prison
them
the
all.
other 2 times.
I could easily kill them all right now.
Shh, you're supposed to be nice. Stop.
Why would I be
Gosh.
that?
Is she not being nice right now?
Because yeah, she's just he's gonna pat the cloak
I swear to
that
God, if you
she's
say I'm
wearing.
hangry again, I'm going to beat your ass.
She's making a joke.
Hmm.
He's gonna smile and then twitch his nose
Mhm.
and look back at the orb with like the what the heck man. we have to be nice
Yeah.
look.
Alright, well, nice
May
to meet
this
you,
one touch it?
Freya the orb
May this
magical
one touch
crystal.
it?
Oh.
She wants to touch it.
Oh, he's gonna lean
No.
towards the orb, and he's gonna scooch away from the orb, and he shakes his head.
Don't touch.
Yeah, she's not a fan of
Mm.
that.
Yeah.
No, I just don't want new people touching me. I don't
That's
feel like
basically.
attuning to weirdos.
Oh. With that, Drax is going to stand up and kind of shake, like, you know how dogs shake after they
Yeah.
have a bath. He's gonna do that, but yeah, he does a little shake, deep breath in, out, and then he's gonna go. All right, I feel great. Now where's that fish guy? I want to ask him about his fish bread.
Oh no.
Speaking of that, very funny timing actually. So in the distance, you hear the sound of a horse getting a little upsetty spaghetti.
Uh-oh. Is that my horse? I know her.
You're not sure.
Would I? Sorry.
Neri's gonna dart outside with that sound.
You go to investigate.
Yeah. Full sprint.
All right. So as you
Sure.
go to investigate, you find Rehd trying to grab the reins of a horse, which is kind of waddling, not like waddling around, but like jumping up and down, like kind of doing that like distort, like not like angry horse, but like upset horse kind of movements, where it's like it's got its front hooves and its back hooves hopping up in tandem, trying to like get away from whatever is causing it discomfort, and that discomfort seems to be Rehd.
Yeah.
Of course.
What are you doing? Red? Can't believe Red is second dead.
The horse killed
Crazy.
Rehd.
Yes.
The horse kicks Rehd and knocks him to the ground, and now he's out of breath and can't talk.
Wow.
Wacky.
Ooh.
Yeah, shall we pause until Sasha gets back?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say.
Oh, was I
or-
muted the whole time?
Yes.
Oops.
Yeah.
You were.
You were.
Oh, hey! I was just getting the horses ready for our journey.
That's not how you mount a horse.
Is it not? I'm sorry. You see, my aunt used to be a horse rancher, but I never paid attention to her stories. I never learned properly.
Were they
I
seahorses?
thought. No, you're not out here.
What?
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 Were they seahorses?
I mean, yes, but
Oh.
you're not outside.
Oh, right.
Hey, like I've worked with horses my whole life. I could show you how it's done.
I would appreciate that.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty. Assuming Rehd has put some distance between himself and the horse, I will cautiously approach. Just mind the horsey's space. Hold out a hand for it to sniff first. Get it used to my presence at least.
Roll animal handling to calm down this horse.
Yeah, alright, very good. I will guidance myself for this. 'Cause I can do that.
Very
That's a
nice.
spell I have that I will use.
Very nice.
Isn't that great?
Just as a note, guidance is not entirely free.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you cast guidance, it is very obvious that you cast a spell.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind. If you cast guidance in front of a group of people,
Yep.
they're gonna notice that you did that.
Yeah, it does have ye old verbal and somatic components, so that is in the description.
In this particular situation, I feel like it doesn't matter because I don't
Yeah.
think the horse has any reason to be like, guidance? What
Yeah.
are you guiding about, buddy?
Yep.
So, alright.
Animal that handle. That's a 29. I am a horse
That is
whisperer.
a whole ass 29. Almost a natural 20.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. So, you are a expert in calming down horses. You've had a very long time with your war horse, and war horses have seen a lot of shit. They're bred specifically to see tough shit. So you've calmed down a horse from all sorts of different situations, and a horse being startled by someone who isn't their rider is not too unfamiliar from you, even for a horse that is not even your own. You give her a couple pats, you give her a massage on her rear end, kind of try to get her to calm down to a point where she'll willingly let you rub your hand on her nose and get her to calm down. And eventually, after a while, she will stop kicking, she'll slow down, she'll let you feed her, and ultimately, horse very calm. Very good. And it didn't even take you long. It took you like maybe a minute.
Yep. And Arya looks very proud of himself. Yep. And that's more or less how you do it. Generally, just don't want to approach a horse unless they invite you into their space.
I see. I have an idea. Rehd is gonna face another one of the horses in the stable, and cast prestidigitation on his hands to make his hands smell like carrots.
Okie dokie.
And then he's going to approach the horse with his hands reached out.
Yeah. Can we roll a fate roll to see if this is my horse that you're approaching?
Carrot smell.
Okie dokie. Roll.
Why do you sound confused?
No, what you're doing is totally fine and logical. Roll animal handling.
I will.
10.
Man, that's so crazy.
Why did prestidigitation only come out now?
Weird. Roll Pony might have had a stroke.
Maybe. 10.
So you go like you hold up this sweet smelling scent of carrots up to the nose of this horse. And it kind of like gets that like excited look of like, oh man, there's a snack here. And it, without even checking to look, goes in for a nibble. And I'm gonna need you to take 1d4 piercing damage as it bites down on your hand.
Yummy.
Ah, friendship is so painful.
It is.
It's really not useful if you do it right.
Fish Jesus.
After realizing it did not bite into a sweet and savory carrot, it'll kind of like rear its head back and like act kind of like take a few steps back in surprise and not really sure of what just happened. We'll kind of just be like, huh? What? Where's
No.
the carrot?
You silly horse, there was no carrot. It was me.
I
If it could
assume.
speak common, it would be so exasperated right now, but it does not. So it does not understand a single word that you're saying.
Can I come outside? I want to
Silly
be part of
horse.
this.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And I would also like. Ari's gonna be like, "What is all the noise about?"
I think Drax is also gonna follow outside.
Yeah.
I'm learning how to talk to horses.
He's not.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, I think Ellia is just after failing to find someone to speak with about carriages, she's going to come out and see what's happening as well.
At the mention of talking to horses, Ari is going to use speak with animals.
You now have the ability to speak with animals.
Wow.
Hello, horse.
Wow.
Let me roll for this horse's personality. What is this horse like? Which horse are you talking to? Are you talking to the same one, or are you talking to one of the other ones?
Yeah. There's the.
I'll have the one that
There are 4 different horses, and they're
Mhm.
standing at the third horse in the trough.
third horse. Then, yeah, the one that Rehd is trying to talk to.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for its personality then.
Piss.
Piss.
What? I didn't say anything.
Smells like piss.
Starting to smell a lot like piss.
Pissmas.
All right, so the horse kind of looks at you after you begin speaking, and he goes, "Oh, my goodness! I didn't know anyone could speak horse here. Hey, nice to meet you."
Nice to meet you too. What's your name?
"Oh, my name's Beth May. Nice to meet you."
Well, Beth May, I'm Ari. What happened? There was a lot of noise
"Oh,
earlier.
that's a very good question. Well, you see, the strange red fella came up and I didn't recognize him, and I didn't see my trainer, so I got real concerned that he might have been a thief, so I tried to scare him off. But he kept getting closer and closer, and I didn't know what was going on. And I ended up having a little freak out, but this sweet smelling guy came over and he started petting me, and I started feeling so much better out of nowhere. And then I smelled a carrot, and I went to go eat it, but
Yeah.
apparently there was never a carrot.
Huh. Weird.
You also seem to be giving Red a little bit of a stink eye right now.
Yeah, apparently, she says that you offered her a carrot, but there was no carrot. You shouldn't tease animals like that.
Mm-hmm.
I sure do love carrots.
Well, if I had a carrot, I'd give you one, but I'm a carnivore.
Oh, Ari, if you could speak with the horse, could you ask it who's its owner? Maybe they have a carriage that I could ask to borrow.
Oh, Beth May, who is your owner?
Oh, I don't really know his name, but we trust each other like none other. He's tall, strong, handsome,
and he gives me all sorts of good stuff.
That's really nice. This one does not know the name of her owner, but likes her owner.
Maybe you could ask her to describe. I might be able to find out who that is.
Tall, handsome, and gives her nice things.
Probably someone in the building.
Mm,
Uh,
There's a few tall folks there.
okay.
By the way, Corin, if you
That's
did
it.
want to speak with somebody, the people were just hanging around, so you
Yeah.
could have just asked them.
Yeah, no, I didn't. Yeah, I mentioned that. I didn't know if you wanted me to like not be able to find them. That's why.
Oh no, I just got passed over. Mostly because of the
Oh, okay.
scene with the horse, because Rehd did
Horse.
something to disturb the horses, and
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna go back to speak since that's what I wanted to do this
Yeah.
time.
Let us cut to
I
that
can just
then.
tell you, dead ass,
Yeah.
there's not a carriage
Okay.
here.
Boo.
Darn.
There's not a carriage on site. There are horses, 3 of them, which belong to different people. You know, I'd say you probably would get familiar with this information, that you'd know that the horses belong to Drake,
Mhm.
Bardrick, and Willie.
Mm.
And then the 4th horse belongs to Neri.
Would I be able to harass Lorik for money to buy a carriage in one of the next towns then?
He did give you
Yeah.
500 gold already.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, you're right.
It's in your wrist.
Mm-hmm.
So true.
And just as a note, if you guys are gonna go buy a carriage or a cart, you guys are gonna need more than 1 horse.
Yeah.
His larger carts are gonna need more horses to carry, otherwise you are going to strangle the fuck out of that poor war horse.
Yep.
I am not turning into a horse.
I don't
again.
think any of us has vehicle proficiency.
I do.
Wait.
Oh, crazy.
Yeah. Driven a few.
Oh wait, that's for a different character. Never mind.
Yeah, I managed a few chariots and carriages during the war back in the day. All right, but yes, were we going for a walk or something or not?
I thought we were just getting prepped to get ready to leave at this
Yeah.
point.
Yeah. In that case, we can probably head out soon if everyone's ready to go.
Okay, I'm just gonna go back to my room and pack up some last stuff,
Mhm.
and then I'll be good.
Yeah. Drake's, how are you with horses? If Drake's is out here.
Horses. Yeah, Drake's is out here. He
Yeah.
came out with Ari.
Mhm.
Horses are very large.
Mhm.
I am not as afraid of them as I am of dogs. Yeah.
Mhm.
I think horses are cool.
Yeah. I know
Horses are.
Yeah, I know they look pretty big and imposing, but they are prey animals too, just like rabbits and all that. They have those same running instincts.
Yeah. Drake's is gonna walk up to the same horse everyone's been hanging around, and he's gonna look up at the horse. And kind of do a little wave at the horse.
Yeah.
Horse does not really register wave.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is a way of saying hi for people with hands.
Oh. Oh, small thing.
She says hello, small thing. And Ari just has a big
Hello.
smile when she says that.
And Drake's eyes get really big and sad, and he wiggles his nose, and he goes, "Hello, large horse." Because Drake's is probably only standing a little under the horse's knee. Probably that sounds about right. Maybe I might be a little.
Horses are real big. You're probably like under the knee, honestly.
Well, it's not like a war horse. It's not like a fucking 10-foot horse. It's like a standard riding horse. So you're probably about at its leg, maybe its belly.
Yeah,
I
I
thought
can also.
standard horses were like 6 feet tall.
Yeah, they are. And you're 3 feet, right?
2.5.
2.5?
Mhm.
That's still a little smaller.
Yeah.
You'd probably be at like the most of his leg.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I could also introduce you to my horse if you'd like. She's very nice.
Ooh, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never actually got to talk to your horse.
that
Yeah.
would be really cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna head over and get Missile then.
Horsies.
Yes. Neri is very happy with it. He's so in his element.
Very nice.
Yes. Yes. Well, will I
Alright.
roleplay Missile, or is that a you thing?
I mean, if you'd like to take some control over your horse, that's fine. Like,
Yeah.
if you want full control of your horse, that's a-okay.
Mhm.
Or if you want to relinquish his like at least thoughts or whatever
Yeah.
to me, then like whatever, just decide.
Yeah. Feel like that would be good if you don't mind.
Which
Yeah.
one?
You relinquish custody of the horse to you, basically.
Okay. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine.
just so like I could actually have some role play with her potentially instead of just talking to myself.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yes.
So basically I'm gonna say you can control her actions,
Yeah,
but I
like in
will
combat.
control her
Yeah.
voice.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, for her personality to be like she somewhat quiet, cautious. This is a war horse who has seen some nonsense, but rather polite. We'll bite you if you offend her though.
Very nice.
Hello, Missile. We never got to really talk.
The strange dark one. Yes.
Oh yeah, that's right. You
Yeah, I imagine Missile probably helped Neri fight you actually. So
no hard feelings. This one hopes.
All is fair in love and war.
Good.
I hold no feelings against you. It seems that my rider appreciates you, so it is no longer of my say.
Okay, good. I wouldn't want any. This one would not want bad blood. Just don't tell anyone else, please.
You are the first to speak to me of these few here, save for, of course, my rider. But we share a separate connection to speech.
Very fair.
So, as far as I can say, your secret is safe.
Thank you. Ours not.
yeah.
That's not how speak with animals work.
Nay,
No,
I
like
don't know.
literally.
I thought it would be funny.
it would be
How
That
funny.
Speak
is
with
funny.
Animals works is the horse just kind of stands there and like makes like motions,
Mhm.
and Ari just speaks fucking English.
Yep.
No, I was kind of sitting here and I was like, it would be really funny if Ari was actually like sounds like a horse, but I
Yeah.
kind of
It
figured
would
that
be.
she was
Why are you
speaking
talking
English.
like that? Are you insulting me?
Mm-hmm.
Huh?
Now, see if Ari had tongues casted instead.
Mm-hmm. Then you would nay. I actually have tongues, so Neri has probably done that with Missile in the past.
That would be so funny.
This is canon
Is
now.
Three-way
you just start,
conversation.
you
Yeah.
like out of your mouth comes a perfect horse neigh, and
Yeah.
everyone just looks and goes, "Did you do that?" And you just
Yeah.
and you just do it again. Just a fucking neigh.
Was that Neri
Yeah.
or was that Ari?
Yeah, can this be
I need
canon?
to-
Neri can use tongues to speak horse.
I need to get a MP3 of a horse neighing.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna have to prepare tongue slider now. Alright, anyway.
I say nay.
Nay.
Perfect. I've got it. All right. Hold on, I'm adding it.
Oh, so
And
this is...
this will be the official tongues speak.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Perfect.
Sound name tongues.mp3.
Nah.
Just get a speaking spell. Or the animal thing that the horse says.
Oh, I could use this to bark to kombucha too.
Yo, so true.
Oh, gotta talk to kombucha.
All right,
Oh.
here we are.
Beautiful.
Perfect.
Mm.
Who's that?
Everyone going to test it.
We have to, just to make sure.
And
So
I
good.
should be able to understand this,
So
I
true.
think.
All right.
I do not have it prepared, so you are spared for now.
Yeah, I suppose anything else to do with missile.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they'll just have, maybe Ari will have some small talk, but
Yeah.
don't have to dwell on it.
Yeah, Mary will
But-
also introduce Drax to her.
Yeah, since the horse can't understand Drake's, I feel like Drake's is gonna have the same little wiggly finger wave, but then he's gonna look over to Neri and go, does he like the pets?
She does, yes, right around the base of her neck. I could hold you up. You're not reaching Missile. She's a war horse. She's big.
Yeah, you thought the
moment.
last horse was big. This horse is twice its size.
Oh, sorry, what?
Missile big. Big horse.
Oh yeah, big horse.
Real big horse.
Drake's is gonna stand there feeling defeated, and he's gonna look up at Neri and go, "Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead."
Mary isn't that tall either.
Yeah. I have to stretch my arms too sometimes, don't worry. Yeah. Yeah, I guess like
This is a pretty big horse.
Yep. I'll get Drake's on my shoulders piggyback style.
Yay!
You feel
Drake
tall.
is gonna reach over, and at first he's not gonna go in straight for like. He's gonna like hover his hand over and then look over at the horse, the face of the horse before he gives the horse a small little pat.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, Neri probably like talks to you a bit
Big
through horse
horsey.
body language. You're like, you want to keep an eye on their eyes and ears. Those are how they communicate most with their body language. Ears are like little
Isn't
radar
that-
discs.
Is he?
Yeah.
Did he not? Did he like the pat? Do I need to give more
Yeah.
pats?
Ari, you see Drake's pet this horse, and then the horse goes, "Oh, we're doing this again."
Do you not like getting pet?
It's fine.
Okay.
Drake's is gonna hesitate before he gives more
Yeah.
pats to the horse, and then little scratchies, gentle
Yeah.
little
Yeah,
scratchies.
alright. She's usually
Oh no!
Roll animal handling.
I will
We're gonna
give-
see how well you pet horse.
I will give you
How well you
guidance.
pet horse.
You pet that horse.
I gave,
Wow.
Oh.
I gave that horse a massage.
So
That is an amazing pet.
So Ari, you hear this horse like as it's talking about like it just begins on like, yeah, being pet is fine, but like nobody ever reaches the right spot that that my rider does. So it's always just, oh, wait, oh my, whoa, oh, holy God, oh my God, there's a spot, holy crap, oh my God, that spot has been itchy for so long. And this horse just like, horses don't even purr, but this horse fucking purrs.
Does the
Oh.
horse do the thing that dogs do and do like the kicky leg?
Yeah.
The horse equivalent where it kind of like kicks its leg and like stomps it into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
That is a very happy horse.
I think
That
she
is
likes
very-
you.
It kind of does like the little like jostle of like its head of like yes, yes.
Drax is going to continue giving little scratchies to the horse, not knowing if this is yes or this is no.
Yeah,
But
there is big smile giving you a huge thumbs up.
Man, I'm really glad that I
okay.
took away your fucking animals hate you curse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that would have sucked with the dog and the knife and the.
Well, the
Instead,
dog
it
I
helped
don't
you
think
2
is
months now.
affected because it's magical, but the
Yeah.
rest,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, you
yeah.
if you had the curse, I
Drake's
feel like you
successfully
would have
pet horse.
yeah, if you had the curse, Missile probably would have tried to smack you with a hoof attack by now, I imagine.
Very
Oh
much so.
yeah, Drake's would be obliterated into the ground. Dead. Session 1.
Yep.
Yamcha
Can I try
fire,
petting
Yamcha
the horse
fire.
now?
Hey, you cut out. What do you say, Corin?
Can I try petting the horse now? After watching cautiously from a distance, Ellie is going to get some courage and just ask you that.
If you want to try, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll make sure Missile's okay with it, and then maybe I'll probably assist Ellia in it if I can with a good old
Yeah,
help
he's not.
action.
Yeah, it's not going to kick me, right?
She's pretty well tempered. I doubt she'll kick you unless you like poke her in the eye or something.
Okay, I'll try. Could I try petting the
Yeah,
horse?
in the eye.
Yeah, can I use good old help action to give Ellia advance because she's gonna need it?
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, with a 16, the horse seems to accept the petting.
Whoa.
Not as excited as
No.
Drake's.
Though Ari, you can hear the horse is not as satisfied with this petting. It's like, I miss the scratches.
This one's okay, but whew.
I will never. I'm an addict. I will never be the same. You've given me a taste of all that there is good in the world and returned me to modernism.
I love her.
Oh my god.
All right, well, yep.
I only know what about half of that meant.
Life
What
is a
did the horse
bore.
say?
Yeah, she's pretty verbose, I know.
Got it.
All right, well, yeah, are we heading out now?
Missile was an ambassador in her previous life.
Yes. True.
Alright, I think I got everything I needed. All I need is Bucha now. Come here, boy. Bucha, come here.
Drake's is still on my shoulders, I imagine, so you're safe from the dog.
Okay.
Hello, dog.
Bucha, come here, boy.
Drake's going to
Dog.
frown.
I don't know if it even picked up my pop. Dog.
There we go.
Hi,
Dog.
boy. Hi. Hi. Good boy. Are you excited to go on a trip? We're going to go on a trip again.
Oh, Ari can understand him now.
Ari, you can hear this dog, and oh my god, is it so loud? This dog goes, yes, Rip, let's go. I'm so ready. I'm so ready. We're gonna go, and it's gonna be great. We're gonna go, and we're gonna do so many cool adventures, and I'm gonna throw a brick on somebody, and it's gonna be great, and I'm gonna get so many treats, and I'm gonna get so rewarded.
Ari is going to pick up the dog under the armpits, just like a small child.
Oh, hello. Hi.
Do you breathe in between words?
Yeah.
Oh, you can understand Bucha as well?
This one can understand all animals, including ones as
Oh.
spastic as this one.
Oh, then you get to hear Breach's happiness. I
Yes.
thought I was the only one that could understand him. That's so cool.
How do you understand him?
Oh, he's my familiar. His words go into my mind, and my words go into his mind. We're
That is
connected.
not quite what she
Incorrect.
meant, but that is fair.
Incorrect. That's not how that works, actually.
All right, how does it work then?
He can understand you. You can't understand him.
No, I thought it was the same thing. Here.
I guess let's take a look at Find Familiar. Post it.
Yeah.
Ignore that virus of a link.
I do not see anything in the chat yet.
I posted it in silence of death and screwed up badly.
I'm very glad I don't have work tomorrow.
Nice.
Well, and I'm also not because I'd like the money, but
I know it says you can telepathically communicate with them, but that is for them being able to receive commands from you.
Yeah.
Telepathically communicate is kind of vague, though. It's saying you could communicate with it telepathically.
yeah, I
maybe.
could see how that could be.
Yeah, maybe you get like
interpreted.
general like emotions and like vague messages from them, but not like words. Like you could like
Okay.
sense that kombucha wants to go for a walk, but not hello human, let's walk.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is just my interpretation. Julian has less say.
that's true.
You are a very excitable puppy.
Bork. Yeah, well,
And I
that is
have
good.
Julian is dead.
Imagine reading the
I'm
wacky
reading.
thing. Yeah. Yes. For some funny roleplay in the background, Drake, would you like to ride a
Yeah,
Mitchell?
I was
think.
about to pop in with a, hey, Ari, don't cats hate dogs? He's gonna like shuffle his heads together because he's a wee little scared of the dog
Mm-hmm.
poofing up on behind.
It's not untrue, but there have been cases where cats and dogs may get along, and this isn't necessarily one of them, but I respect it, it respects me, and we shall be okay.
There is not a thought
Drake-
in that doggy head.
Oh, I bet there are more thoughts than it lets on.
Yeah, like how I'm his best friend.
You know, it didn't say that, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Drake's is gonna wiggle his nose and look down at the dog from Neri's shoulders.
You know what? I'm gonna say that you can speak telepathically with the dog within 100 feet.
Yippee!
Yay!
So you can hear Kombucha's thoughts.
Yay!
Excuse me.
Yeah, isn't he the best, Ari?
He is very excitable.
He
Wow.
is.
God damn it.
Mhm.
Dog teleports from your hands.
Oh,
Up. There it is. I was not done with you.
Drake's is going to stand up on Neri's shoulders because now he's a little freaked out now
Yeah.
because the dog
Oh my
is
god.
gone.
Oh no.
He's
Oh
going
my
to
god. Oh my god.
Yeah, there will hang on to your legs to keep you stable up there just in case.
The dog appears on top of
on top of Bizzle.
Oh dear.
Bucha, what are you doing?
Horse.
I
What
was
is
That
on
is
my
a
back?
horse.
There's a
kombucha.
very small puppy on you.
Why is it on my back? How did it get on my back?
Because it's magical, and because
Should I kill it?
probably not.
Ari, can
Okay.
you pick him up? My hands are a bit full right now. Missile seems a bit perturbed.
Yeah.
Okay, come on,
Oh, I
little
could-
one. Let's not do what you're doing.
I was about to put
Go
the
to
saddle
Ari.
on.
Okay.
Yeah, Ellia, can you?
Yeah, go to Ari.
It is the dog equivalent of a what is a baby horse? Foal. It's the dog equivalent of a foal. So
You
Blink to
literally said a
Ari.
puppy. You said the puppy equivalent of a horse.
the foal equivalent. It is the dog equivalent of a foal. There we go.
Ari, are you
Said it
okay?
backwards.
The horse, as per commanded, does go to Ari.
You mean the
Yeah,
dog?
the
Horse.
dog. Yeah,
God.
Missile would probably not listen to Ellia, I imagine.
Oh, sorry. Did I say the horse? I meant
Yeah.
the dog.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Well, now that I have space, I will saddle up Missile, and I guess we could head out.
Sounds good.
Yep. Drax, do you want to ride her as well, or?
Yes. Anything to get me away from that dog.
Yeah. Sounds good.
He is unsure if there is such a thing as away from it.
How tall is the horse? Like 10 feet up.
And
Oh
she's
yeah,
like
I can get up there.
7-8 feet ish.
10 feet.
Yeah,
Jesus
I can.
Christ.
Drax is
Short little
going
horse.
to squat down, do a little wiggle, and pop up onto the horse.
Yeah. I imagine there's enough space for both of us on the saddle since Drake's is small. You could probably like sit in front and Neri will have the rein.
Yeah.
Just sit on my lap. It'll be good.
Adorable.
Officially saddled up
Yeah.
and getting ready for the big adventure ahead of you. You guys have gathered together, bonded with each other, officially gotten to know each other at least a little bit. And as you begin to gather your gear, settle up, and begin to head out on your great big adventure, we will close this book for now.
Yippee.
We accomplished.
Crazy.
Okay, can I real quick mention the fact that I kind of forgot to place Frey there. She's kind of just been there,
Yeah.
floating around, doing orb stuff.
Yeah.
I forgot about her again. Sorry, guys.
That's alright.
I mean, you can put orb life in your bag at any time.
Yeah.
I don't think she likes being in my bag.
No, she doesn't, but it's acceptable.
Yep.
I would rather not get smothered with a pillow in my sleep, so
Yeah.
she could float around. It's fine.
She doesn't have hands.
Yeah, wait a second. Where'd Sasha go? I just realized.
Yeah, that's why I'm
Sasha
closing this
probably
off here.
did.
Sasha is gone, and I don't want to get too far without him.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fair. I did not hear the leaving sound.
I did not.
I did.
To be honest,
Nice.
but
I did.
And I
That was
was
a
like,
bit ago.
what the heck?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was confused as well. I thought it
I
was
just saw what
via
Sasha
an
said.
invite
I
exposure.
honestly thought it was a soundboard.
Oh boy. Yes, with that, I will close the recording.